Hey, what's going on, guys? Kalamazi here. This is going to be my Mythic Stolen Legion General's kill from last night's stream. Now, we had in total about 180 pulls on this boss, about 135 or so coming before the actual nerfs to the boss, and then the last 45, 50 or so being pretty much just needing to see the final phase a few times and then actually kill the boss. So briefly getting into the build we played for this fight, we ended up playing Drain Soul, Absolute Corruption, Vile Taint, Dark Caller, and Dark Soul Misery. Now, a lot of things changed when those nerfs came into this boss. Initially, we were looking at like an 11:30-ish kill time, give or take. That kill time changed a good bit because of the health reduction on the bosses, the shield reduction size on the commandos and the intermissions, and a few other things along the way. So when those changes went in, we were no longer lusting on pull. Now, that means a few things for us. The biggest thing I noticed after moving the lust from the start and not lusting at all was that it took us... we didn't burst, I should say, anywhere near as high as the other classes did without lust. Having that lust, being able to get our dots rolling really quickly on the skirmisher ads, spawn the first wave, the Goliath, things like that, it really wasn't a thing anymore. So we definitely lost a lot of damage in that actual opener. But looking at the cooldowns we actually use on this fight, so the normal timing that we did here, we Dark Souled on pole pretty much. This is when the first actual Goliath spawns, so about 6, 7, 8-ish seconds into the fight. This right here, because we're skipping the third set of skirmishers in this fight now, this is the Dark Soul when we're actually burning all the commandos down in the first intermission. So it goes basically on pole 230, 445. This Dark Soul right here is when the second wave of skirmishers comes in after you've gone to the first intermission. So Grashal will indeed be active at this point. This is typically right after the upheaval that happens in that phase as well. The 740 Dark Soul here is actually the second set of commandos after Grashal reaches half health, and the 1007 Dark Soul is basically when we're lusting here. Now, if you look at the actual Dark Glare usage we had, it's the exact same timings as actual Dark Soul, and once again, that is because we're playing Drain Soul, AC, Vile Taint, Dark Caller for a 2-minute Dark Glare and Dark Soul Misery. Now, unfortunately, there is a gap here, as you can see, of about 3 minutes. This also is the same for the Dark Soul usage here. There's really not much you can do about this. You want this Dark Soul for this second set of skirmishers, and you want your CDs for the large commando burn in the actual intermission. Now, technically, this being roughly an 11-minute kill, you're really only going to get 5 dark... well, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you're really tight with your actual Dark Soul play, you might be able to squeeze in a 6th, but that would require pretty much changing CDs in this fight and probably not having it for one of probably the last commando burn. Regardless, playing Dark Caller, Vile Taint, and Dark Soul gives you a very good, solid damage profile for this fight. Vile Taint being the most consistent when it comes to skirmisher spawns, giving you the most actual burst with dots and rapture damage on the commandos in the intermission. And then when you actually pop lust in the final phase, Vile Taint is not as big of a loss comparatively to playing PS and single target, because there's 2 bosses that are stacked together and a wave of skirmisher ads, which also gives you a pretty solid time on your Dark Soul. So for the most part, this is the build we played. We ended up playing Rolling Agony and Focus Malignancy conduit wise. Now, people have played Cold Embrace in this fight. People have played Rolling Agony. Rolling Agony gives you a lot more leeway when it comes to your agony refreshing on mobs, and there are points in this fight where there are 5, 6 mobs active, 3 skirmishers, a boss, a Goliath, multiple commandos in different phases. I really truly feel that Rolling Agony is a good choice on this fight. Combing through top logs that had killed this fight, playing Cold Embrace after the double potency came in, they had like 20% uptime on Shadow's Embrace in the final phase, so it more or less seemed to be a dead conduit of sorts. Now, you can make a case for both. I assume that you're probably going to see later on down the line here juggling of Shadow's Embrace on top logs. I might end up playing Cold Embrace on reclears and things like that, but for the most part, we ended up sticking with this actual build. Now, I will say one thing on this fight. If you are interested, this is also the gear we played. If you're interested in parsing on this fight, which is not necessarily always a thing on progression, you need to dot the commandos in the intermissions. You need to dot all the commandos that aren't being AoE down. You need to keep damage rolling on those with Absolute Corruption, with Agony, and even Rapturing, not pushing them into their actual shield phase, but keeping the max damage rolling. I wasn't dotting extra commandos in the intermissions, both first intermission, second intermission. We had a few issues with things being pushed too early on that. I wasn't bothering personally, but you can see when it comes to the actual damage in the end, we're not as high as a lot of the actual logs. Boss damage in the end, we put up like a 95th percentile when it came to the relevant damage on bosses, on commandos. But when it came to huge skirmisher pad, or commando pad, we didn't do it because, well, there's not a point. It's quite literally irrelevant damage as long as you're capped on shards and things. So skirmisher damage, once again, is very important depending on which wave you have your CDs assigned to. But when it comes to Grishal being down, and even Call in a sense, there's a lot of RNG when it comes to mechanics you get, whether it's blades, upheavals, whatever, what have you. But in the end, you have to go with what you got and work with what you have. So enjoy the kill, guys. Any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Any Weekly Wars profiles or add-ons you see here, you can grab for free off my Twitch if you want to swing by and grab them. Thanks for watching, guys.
2, 1.
This thing's like slow, man. Jeez. Got that old 2-stack rolling, baby. Yes, sir.
This is a like the spell, right, Cat?
Might be a scary spell. Baby. We're gonna Valentine, sure. This is the kill? I hope so. I hope so, big dog.
This is... Okay.
I think stop boss. Yeah.
Stop. Complete.
Oh man, didn't even look.
Yeah, we gotta be watching ahead of time.
Yeah.
Just complete
Where would
stop.
we be if I wasn't in the raid?
No damage.
Be wiping.
I think we're okay. Go now.
Let go.
Okay, good.
Kind of even hard.
They
to
probably
follow
would kill the
stuff,
boss.
it's Still like in the group.
Buff Destro. Yeah, that's one of our old warlocks. He played Hunter as well, but yeah, he played Destro and Nilotha, and yeah, he likes Destro. He's one of those Destro people. I play with respect, but he's one of those Destro people. You know.
Crystallize then with the flame.
She's
Just
Sherry now. On Skull.
I don't like the just. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever.
The next
Sweet.
Skull.
code. Threat.
Wicked
Q.
Blade.
Skull.
Matron.
Okay, well, thank you, my
Get
dude.
ready.
Red.
It's late for you, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, my dude. A little distracted. Sorry, man. Thank you, big
Brown
dog.
Skull marked.
Just never take the whenever.
Get ready.
Away from it.
Blade.
3, 2, 1.
He streamed Destro? Nah, I mean, he plays a Hunter, so no. He does stream, but he's not, Oh, if you're asking, does the player buff Destro stream? Yes, he does. I didn't see. It feels bad. It's whatever.
Evil next.
Rise.
Run blue afterwards.
Orange is a little shifted because of double winds. Be careful.
Take boss.
Don't Goliath.
Done.
Evil.
Left.
Got the
Seconds.
Goliath.
Got boss.
I like dodging my chair, like I'm moving to the left. Or at that level, or is we fully ascended.
You want reset.
DDs. One more. So.
Evil.
Left.
Like timing's a bit
Can't
off.
take a fifth one, so.
Blue after.
Need you to take him here pretty much.
It's holding for Solrat. It's awkward though.
I'm healing you a lot.
Little blue.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on Goliath.
I can net it worst case.
Goliath.
Communities if you guys soakers have those.
Boss is a bit low, by the way.
Okay. We heal. We can heal now.
That's
yeah.
cheap.
We're okay.
Boss.
Evil,
Evil.
Rise.
Good
Hit the
restack.
boss. Looks like okay time.
Yeah, that's fine timing. And next, upheaval, upheaval.
Left.
Careful winds.
Push boss now. Push him.
Taunted.
More shred.
Kill square now. Kill square. Blaze out. Finish square.
Okay, we're alright now. We're covered. Watch out.
We're good like hereish.
To watch cat through this phase.
Feet, feet, feet.
One on me.
That's again.
Okay, just soak. Healing after this.
Behind here.
Area. And skull.
Let's go. Sweep go.
And skull.
Red.
Take boss nether.
Get ready. Go.
Code.
In boss stop for now on that.
A-train.
Square. Very good. Well, a little nervous. All right.
Okay, just after this, tall and go.
Go on skull. Go on skull. Just skull. As soon as it dies, you stop. Shield. Next one is marked. Get it a little lower. 40%. I want skull at 40.
Stop
I'm taking boss no nether.
This next soak.
You do Eds.
Don't touch skull for now. Get into position. Get into position first. Get ready. Go, go, go. Soaking this.
Yeah, soaking this. Get in.
It's empty, got it.
Go to the corner. Go to the corner. Just wait for my call.
Blade, stay with us. Blade, stay with us.
Okay. Dunk. Now.
I have call.
Yeah, with your shell. Go center,
Ranged on
We're
call.
centering him here. Okay. The back here. Blades coming up.
Get blade. Don't leave this.
Now we got a eruption.
Upheaval.
Upheaval's next.
Stack on prison.
That's swamp laser.
Right.
Okay, this is the
Last,
second pot.
They're gonna be blades. Blades out. Don't cleave
Watch the
them.
blades. Wait, had AoE here.
Please watch me here.
Okay, good.
I can get you.
Next is a soak.
There might be a soak.
Jinji needs help
Usual.
covering his.
Stand,
Okay,
stand.
good. We're good.
Crystallize.
Ads. No kill ad.
We're not killing his ass.
Call's a lot higher here.
Yep.
Yeah, we need
Power
one call.
range. Maybe upheaval, maybe blades.
Swap, yeah.
Blades first.
okay,
Blades
fine.
first.
Hey, don't cleave blades.
Watch the blade.
Need more
Good.
call. Upheaval.
Upheaval. Upheaval.
Right.
Blades taking off.
Where that is.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know what you doing over there,
Next
big
is a
dog.
soak. Just live the soak and we win.
There it comes right there.
Make sure we get the soak.
Soaks.
I'm turtle down me.
On
Get
the
back
shell.
in.
That's how you do it.
Sounds big soon.
Please don't reset on us.
Blades out. Blades out.
Holy shit.